Hello, my friends, and welcome back. I'm Chisgule Gaming, and in today's video, sponsored by the makers of Call of Dragons, we're going to check out the latest patch notes, which has a new pet, a new hero. I mean, I actually haven't read this yet. I just heard all the rumors, and I was like, hold up, I got to get to recording. So here we go. Let's scroll on down. The Fabulous Festival, available on the 20th of this month. Climb to heights of power. That's got to be a great heights, right? Increase your power during this event, and the top 10 ranking lords will receive a new legendary city decoration. Wait, is this not a great heights? You'll also be able to complete quests by increasing your power and receive seals of power that you can exchange for legendary city decorations, special cosmetic effects, hero tokens, select fruit boxes, and more. That is not what I thought that was going to say. Great heights of power. I was like, oh, yeah, it's like, I guess I added the word great. Climb to heights of power, great heights, whatever. Okay, next. Improved High King powers. The High King has new powers to bring order to the realm. The Discharge feature available from Season 2 onwards allows you to better manage your realm and improve season. Please tell me this is letting you kick someone out of your kingdom. That is so savage. The High King can discharge any player from the realm, provided they were not in the top 150 of the merit rankings. The High King must provide migration permits and dragon tickets? You literally have to pay someone who's being a jackass to leave your kingdom as compensation to the discharge players. What? Last season's home realm merit rankings. Wait. That's a different idea. Wait. Provide migration permits and dragon tickets. I mean, there are some people where you would like to be like, hey, you're a jackass, you suck, get out. And I guess having a way to do it, like, you would pay money. You would do this. You would definitely do this. Like, there are people that sit there that are high power. Every kingdom has had these in every game that I have ever played in this genre. There's some number of players that don't show up, but make your matchmaking harder. And every kingdom knows they have these people, some number of them somewhere. And it's actually honestly just a question of how well you usher them out of there. This is wild, though. I didn't expect to kick out of the realm feature. I think this is actually very interesting. I'm eager to see how this is received. I actually would really love your thoughts down below in the comments. I think this is a powerful tool for kings that will be hopefully well used, but it is going to suck to get kicked out of the kingdom, which is why, like, I guess giving someone their migration permits and dragon tickets is a thing. And, like, at the end of the day, these people know they're being jackasses. Some of them do. So, yeah, whatever. Last season's home realm merit rankings can now be viewed, allowing High King to see the contributions of all players within the realm and choose which players to discharge. Oh, I guess technically that was related. Whatever. Resource statistics. The resource and speed ups item statistic feature has been added to the inventory screen. Huge! Allowing you to easily take stock of your resources and speed ups to plan your city's development. Season system improvements. Improved Proving Grounds Alliance point calculation. Okay, tell me more. When calculating ownership of ancestor statues, alliances who have joined warbands will be ranked according to their warband, and their score will be calculated as the sum of points scored by all alliances within the warband. Interesting. When a warband occupies an ancestor statue, all warband members will receive its buffs. I think this is good. This sounds good. Buffs will change according to warband membership. Players whose alliance joins the warband will gain the buff, while players whose alliance leaves the warband will lose it. That seems fine. Alliances not in warbands will be ranked according to their alliance, and their score will be calculated using only points from that alliance. When occupying an ancestor statue as an alliance, buffs will only apply to alliance members. Fine. If the alliance later joins a warband, the buff will not be extended to the others. Fine. I think all that is fine. They're basically preventing you, I think, from, like, having two alliances that get two different statues. They each get the buff, then they join a warband together and give each other the buff. So good on them for seeing that one in advance of how people would abuse that. Okay, improved Runic Ancestor statue buffs. Oh, okay. Runic Ancestor statue buffs will now provide a bonus to War Pet stamina recovery speed as well as hero stamina recovery speed, avoiding situations where hero stamina does not match their War Pets. Huge. This was a big annoyance. If you ran into this problem, you know what I'm talking about. You needed backup pets. I remember that. GG's, that's a good solve. Improved season matchmaking. You love to hear that. After the update, players entering the Season of Strife for the first time will be automatically registered for a designated scenario and will only be matched with other first-time players. Good! That's good. When registration opens for a second time, the High King will be able to choose whether to register for a scenario, and players will be matched with other players who have previously played Season of Strife. I think keeping people on the rails for a season seems good to me, all right? That does mean maybe you play against some of the same people because they got to group all those people up for that, but whatever. I think it's a good change. Improved season migration. Holy smokes, dude, these patch notes, they have so much in them. These improvements will increase transparency, flexibility, and management of migration, providing fairer season migration experience. Details are as follows. Clear migration score rules. So this sounds promising. Personal migration scores and realm migration scores will be displayed publicly. Personal migration scores are based on your strength and a representation of your sum of heroes, artifacts, legions, buildings, technology, and other metrics. The quota system for special migration has been replaced with a more flexible special migration score. Larger migration scope. The scope for migration has been increased. You can now migrate to realms where the season is in progress, but your actions will be restricted during that season. I think that's a good thing. Sometimes you want to migrate to a kingdom, but they're in KVK, or in this case, a season, and you can't. So I think for people to be able to migrate in, join the kingdom, and get ready to play the next season with them because of the timing of seasons could be really good. Because the problem is that you'll end up with groups that want to queue up for their next season, but you're kind of still there, but you're going to migrate somewhere else, and it creates all this weirdness. I think being able to take people into a realm but while they're mid-season, but not have them show up and fight on behalf of the realm is a good thing. I think that's upside. More efficient management methods. A new migration approval system has been added. The High King can set a power requirement for migration. Players who meet the requirements can migrate following approval by the High King. So far, so good. Oh, here it is. New legendary hero Bahorn now available. Okay, new legendary hero is overall PvP skills, and it's flying. Flying. Okay, now available through the legendary hero Bahorn event. I mean, I'm interested. Overall flyer could be kind of cool. I mean, there's so many flying things that never really come to fruition. So many hero combos that maybe pop off with this new one. Who knows? We'll have to see the skills, but generally speaking, kind of hyped. New war pet Barbed Manticore. Bro, I knew a new pet would come out to match the new marksman. Is this it? It is. New war pet Barbed Manticore marksman fighter skills can now be caught in the field. I feel like we're getting this pattern now that's pretty predictable, although it still is a little bit of a head scratcher for me, and let me explain, where basically we get new heroes, but no new pet for them, and then later the pet shows up, but if you wanted to use the new heroes, you needed to have already invested in a pet. So there's anyways, I didn't invest in any pets yet. And I think that's my go forward strategy is that when new heroes drop, I will not invest in a new pet for those heroes under the expectation that a pet will show up. And when it does, you want to go for that one instead. That's my new go forward strategy. And I'll have a couple universal pets like my sand lizard that works on almost any marksman, and there's versatility there, right? But Barbed Manticore marksman fighter skills, great. I mean, I'm eager to see what it'll do. Skills says to me probably some skill damage here. Marksman says to me obviously it's designed for the new marksman. Potentially it's set up for the rally, the marksman rally we have. Maybe Sybil. Is that what's going on? It might honestly be a field pet. I mean, for the most part, we end up getting field pets, actually, come to think of it. So we'll see. We'll see what it does. Probably strong in the field, but also good for rally, would be my guess. Improved artifact mechanism. Okay. The artifact Oath of the Stormpeak no longer causes legions on either side to leave the battle on summoning a clone. Bro, I feel like I gave that feedback a long, long time ago. The clone will also inherit any buffs gained by the legion in battle. Yeah, I mean, too late for me personally. I don't really use Oath of the Stormpeak anymore, but I do have it maxed. So I suppose if I am running around with calves and I do end up using it, definitely these are improvements. The Wolf Howl Horn description is improved. Okay, improve the skill description on the Wolf Howl Horn to explain that skill damage is reduced with each additional target. The effect of the skill damage, has not been changed. Okay, I think that's fine. I mean, Generally speaking, skill damage reduces as you hit more targets, but it is very important that you say that because, some number of people pick this thing up thinking that perhaps it didn't have that effect. But the effect technically hasn't changed, so it's as good as it was. All right, new events, anniversary celebrations. Call of Dragons is celebrating its 2nd anniversary. Huge! Wow. I can't believe it's been 2 years. Thank you to all our lords for your love and support this year. At this time of celebration, we invite you to feast heartily and be merry. This year's anniversary celebration is packed to bursting with themed events, mating season, joyful feast, lucky flip. Oh my God, there's like so many events here. Dongrad banquet, the quiz, automaton raid. Bro, crazy. Okay, ton of stuff going on here. War pet mating season. Hey, yo. Pets getting frisky. In the new mating season event, you can select 2 epic or below war pets to produce offspring with a high chance of higher rarity or better attributes. Huh. I mean, that's interesting because, like, do I keep around epic war pets? No. I guess I could go get some. We can chat. We got to make some babies, I guess. GG. Call old friends back to the battlefield. Back to the Battlefield event is now open. Invite old friends who have not logged in for at least 14 days. You both get amazing rewards. Referral programs are a huge part of pretty much every game in this genre. I'm glad they've made one for this game. I think there's a lot of value to something like that. I would love to see the numbers for how it actually performs. I don't get to see stuff like that, obviously. No player does, but I'm so curious how that will do. Would love to have some old friends come back, right? Alliance system improvements. And honestly, there's a lot of people that are like, oh yeah, like I started Call of Dragons, but season reset was really off-putting for me. And you can be like, oh, well, there's no season reset now. And you'd be like, oh, really? And then, here's the code. Come on back, or however that's going to work. Alliance system improvements. Alliance skill improvements. Improve the description of the Alliance skill vitality boost, clarifying that it cannot be triggered again for 48 hours. Okay. Enhanced account safety. In order to protect your account from unauthorized access, we've added a secondary password to releasing legendary pets, regenerating war pets, learning and upgrading war pet skills, pet feeding and unlocking war pets. That seems good to me. Improved boost items. Improved use mechanisms for gather speed boost and resource production boost. You can now use up to 7 days worth of a boost item at once. Huh. Interesting. So I can use, that is interesting. I actually have so many questions about resource production boosts. Like, if your boost expires, but the building is full, does its capacity go down? I think the capacity goes up when you pop a boost. I don't know. I could be mixing up with Rise of Kingdoms and just be confused. But I wouldn't hate like stacking up a bunch of production boosts and then not having to think about it. Although there are sometimes quests where you have to use a boost, but whatever. If a quest required buff is active when the quest is refreshed, the quest will be marked as complete. God damn! Quit reading my mind, patch notes. Oh my God, I swear to you, I did not pre-read these. I swear to you. There are times where I pre-read. I did not pre-read this. I had some people tell me in advance that like new pet, new hero. I was like, woo! But I did not pre-read that. My God. Merit calculation changes. The formula for calculating merits has been improved, allowing support heroes and artifacts to gain more merits. Very poggers! Wait, support heroes. Wait. What about infantry? What about us infantry players that throw our bodies at the front line and expect nothing in return but sadness? Sad face marches. What about us? Is that good for us too? Who knows? I'm really curious to see how that goes. Bro, if I can start gaining mad merits as a full inf, I'd have to reconsider it. I played that full infantry strategy in a test server and I was like, yo, that's the fastest 7 wounds I've ever gotten in my life. Was neat, but wouldn't recommend it unless you're a big Kraken and then you have a backup plan to go do other marches when all your stamina is gone and you just, boom. I mean, you blast through the stamina. Oh, speaking of stamina, my God, patch notes, stop reading my mind. To allow for greater strategic flexibility, we've allowed the following changes to stamina expenditure. Rally legions will only spend stamina when in combat with a target, rally or garrison legions. Combat with untargeted or non-rally PvP legions will not cost stamina. PvP legions will spend stamina when attacking other legions. However, if they are defending against an attack and are not routed, they will not lose stamina. Wait a minute. PvP legions will spend stamina when attacking other legions. However, if they are defending against an attack and are not routed, they will not lose their stamina. So the weirdness here is as follows. A thing that's happened since the beginning of time is you just leave your high counterattack archers out of your city and hope the enemy attacks you when you're out of stamina, right? Can you do that again? And just duck into your city when you're getting low? Is that what you can do? Keep me honest here. Garrison legions will only spend stamina when in combat with a rally. Okay. Improved March attack mode. Improved automatic enemy search logic for March attack mode in order to improve your combat experience. Seems good. Improved Shadow Dragon map marker. Shadow Dragon marker will show more clearly, instantly locate it, and formulate your strategy. Improved elixir capacity. Hold up. Elixir production base limits are now equivalent to 10 hours of production. Previously 8 hours with season policies changing accordingly. Bro, one of the first things I said, literally one of the very first things I said about elixir production is I was like, hey, like, please respect my need to sleep, okay? Don't make it so that I have to get up in the middle of the night, look at my phone, clear my hospital, and go back to bed. Not that I'm advocating that you wake up in the middle of the night to do that, but like, allow me the opportunity to have a good night's sleep without feeling like I'm losing value. And they've done that now, which is huge. I think it was once like 6 hours, and now it's like 8 hours, and then they're going to 10, which is big W's in my book. Am I understanding that correctly? This is how it should be. Like you should be able to go to work, not think about your hospital, get home, you get almost 10 hours, but not quite 10 hours, and you clear it out, right? And you feel good, you lost not a minute of value. I don't know, maybe I'm a lunatic that likes to feel like I'm getting value constantly in this style of game. That's like a part of the juice for me, right? Is like feeling like I'm getting value. Not a coincidence. My tagline, get value, smash your enemies. Overall, cool patch note. I am hyped about the things that are here. I feel like a lot of this is just upside, quite frankly. Keep me honest, but like I don't really see anything here that I'm like, why has this happened? And the only thing where I suppose I got a little bit in that direction was like kicking someone out of your kingdom is very, I don't know what do you call this, avant-garde for this genre? Like, I don't know of any game that lets you kick your deadweight out. Call of Dragons is going to be the first, and you just gotta pay for their departure, man, which is kind of funny. Hopefully this has got to be a test for this game. It's got to be a test where they're like, all right, let's see what happens, man. Because some number of people are probably just going to abuse it, right? Where they're like, well, I do need to migrate, but I'm going to need someone else to give me those permits. Honestly, like the ability to give someone permits and get them out of your kingdom is a W. It really is. Like 100%, there have been situations where people are like, oh, I would leave, but I don't have the passports, right? Like, we all know that's happened. I mean, yeah. Interesting. Cool patch note. A lot that I'm actually eager to see how it plays out, man. If you enjoyed the vid, throw a like on here, subscribe. Let me know your thoughts about the new pet. I've been waiting to make guides on the new heroes because I thought, like, I'm going to release it when we get the pet, and then I can talk about what the pet's doing and the synergy. And, like, we actually got the pet somewhat quickly this time around. From like the time the heroes were announced, which is really cool. So yeah, looking forward to covering all that. Subscribe so you don't miss it. Like that person just did. Right over there. My camera's inverted. GG. All right, you enjoyed the video, throw a like and subscribe. If you want to see my recent Call of Dragons videos, check the cards in the end screen. Until next time, you have fun smashing your enemies. Take care, everybody. I'll see you soon.